Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Lefebvre, and today I'm going to show you how I take my Instagram photos, edit them, as well as how I create my thumbnails for YouTube. So let's jump right in and start. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how I take my Instagram photos, as well as how I create my thumbnails for my YouTube videos. So I just finished filming this hibiscus tutorial. So I'm going to show you how I take photos of it, my lighting setup, and then how I turn it into a thumbnail, which I will actually use for this video on YouTube. Okay, I'm actually filming on my phone and on my camera above right now. So I'm just going to show you through my phone my setup kind of. I am going to do a more formal tour of my filming equipment and my office with my husband because he is the filming guy. He is the one who purchased these cameras and the lights, and I don't know anything. He's just the guy. Okay, so here I have my computer. See, here's my computer. Ta-da! I have a camera right there that does my face-to-face intros. Then for my lights, I have a light right there that's not on because it's actually pretty bright in here already, so I didn't need it. But I have this one that kind of lights up the whole room a bit. So I have that light, and then I have this studio light and this studio light, and they both are controlled by my phone and they point down on my desk. Then for my overhead camera, I have this camera, which is currently on right now. Hi. And that I just zoom in and it films down below. So for my Instagram photos, I shoot everything with my phone. Okay. And for the longest time, I actually filmed on my phone for all my YouTube videos as well. I have an iPhone. I've always had an iPhone, and it's done pretty well for filming and taking photos. But my husband insisted that I upgrade, so I did. So anyway, what I will do is usually to start, I'm going to start with the Instagram photos. So here, this picture is in my sketchbook. As you can see, my desk is very, very dirty, and I'm going to show you how I kind of edit that out. But I will position my book or my sketchbook or my piece of paper somehow. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but there's kind of a shadow from my phone being over top. So a lot of the times what I like to do is I like to take a photo on an angle like this, and I will snap a photo. And to do that, actually, I have to show you, hold on. I have to show you something on my camera first. When shooting a full screen thumbnail photo, I would go to photo here and then see how it's kind of like more of a square. It's a rectangle, but you want the full screen. I will swipe up, click on the little numbers right there. This is the size of a YouTube thumbnail, the 16:9. So I will just position this like this over here. So it doesn't really matter what's over on this side. I will erase that on my iPad. So this is for the thumbnail, but I will also reuse this for an Instagram photo. If you want to take a square photo, if you don't know this, click the numbers and you can just click square and then position it. I would go like that. Let's click one Instagram photo like this. Let's try and do another angle so you can see. Sometimes I will get right down like that, and that also helps with shadows. Try different angles, whatever works. Maybe even throw like a brush in there. Okay, so this is for the Instagram photos. I'm going to turn my studio lights on so you guys can see a bit more how bright it can get on my phone. Okay, so my studio lights are on. See how much brighter that is? Okay, now I'm going to take my photos. Okay, like that. And I'll just position it. And again, let's just try like another angle. And then again, let's just do a thumbnail photo. Okay, so 16:9. So sometimes I will do right to the edge of the paper and then have the white space over here for the title of the video. So I'll go like this. Or sometimes I'll do it on an angle. I know it's hard to see on the camera. Actually, let's move the brush. We don't need the brush. Like that. But I'm also going to show you how sometimes I add photos of me in it as well. So I'm going to just do this. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So now I have my photos taken. I am going to send them over. I'm going to airdrop them to my iPad. I have an iPad Pro, and I also have the iPencil, which is where it was under all my stuff. And I will use this for my thumbnails. But let me show you first how I just do a simple edit on my phone for Instagram. Okay, so I'll find the photo. Let's pick one of the square photos that we did. So there's that one. That one's pretty decent, except that you can see the clip at the bottom. I can always edit that out. That one's okay. I'm going to try to just see which one I like the best. I feel like... maybe this one, except for the clip. So let's just resize it just a bit, like that, so I can get the clip out of there. Just move this so it's a bit more centered. Okay, like that. And then I will go here and I brighten all my photos. So I will take the brightness and I will go like almost all the way up. Okay, all the way up. Sometimes if it's too much, I might not. But I really want that white background. And then I will go to the black point and I will go up on that. No specific number. I just kind of look at the photo and see how I like it. If I feel like it needs to be a bit brighter in color, sometimes I will go heavy on the saturation, but like that's way too bright, right? You want it to look a little bit normal. Or if it's too bright, I might bring it down just a bit. But in this case, let's just bring it up just a tad. And then if you find your photo is not white enough and it's too warm, you can go to warmth. So if there's like a bit too much yellow in the background, this one doesn't have it, but you could always bring it down so it's a bit whiter and cooler. Same goes for the other way. If it's like a cool day and there's a bit more of a grayish or bluish tone to it, you can make it a little bit warmer. Okay, so actually that's not bad. Like that. Okay, so there is our Instagram photo. Okay, and I will upload that to Instagram probably. And then for my thumbnail, I'm going to send it over to my iPad and then I'll show you how I create it on there. So I sent over 2 photos to my iPad and then I'll do the same editing on these. So I'll just edit, brightness, bring it up, and then usually the black point like that. Okay, so there's that one and then the other one. I like the orientation of the other one better, but I might use this one just to show you guys something. Like that. Okay, and then I will go to my Procreate app, which is right down here. Okay, and I'm going to create a new canvas. I go 1280 by 720 pixels. That is my YouTube thumbnail canvas. Like that, so it's already the correct size. Let's change the orientation of this just so you guys can see a bit better. Okay, then I'm going to import the photo I want to use. So I go to the little wrench here, add, insert a photo. Now I like this one better for the thumbnail. So I'm just going to do this one first. Okay, so what I do, you can see like my desk, like look how messy this is, right? What I will tend to do first to get it as white as I possibly can, I'm going to click on white, the color white. And I will take it and I will drag it to the whitest part of the photo and drop it and it automatically brightens it up. But if you were to drop it, let's say like on the pink, that's not going to work. Drop it on the whitest part of the photo like that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so it's already brighter and it's actually not as bright as it's showing you on camera right now. And then I want all this gone. So I will go to the eraser and click on the eraser and I do this soft brush. It's under airbrushing. So I click on soft brush and then it's about 5% and I just start erasing like this. And as I get closer to my brush, I'm just a little bit lighter with my touch so it's not as harsh of a line and you have this nice kind of even blend like that. And it erases it. And then I'll add my title. So add text. I bring it over here. Let's choose the color black. I usually choose for my font, I will choose this Avenir Next. Okay, and then I'll write, oops, edit text. I'm going to do cap locks, just so it's all big and bold. How to paint a hibiscus. Paint a watercolor hibiscus. There we go. Okay. Except hibiscus. Edit the text, make sure it's not, it's spelled correctly. There, a watercolor hibiscus. Sometimes I will make some of it a little bit lighter in text, so one part kind of stands out more. Or maybe I will make this a little bit smaller so it's all on the same line. Like that. How to paint a watercolor hibiscus. Something really, really simple like that. Sometimes I'll do that, make it as simple as possible. Other times, so I'm just going to take that away for a second. I'm going to use the other one. I'm going to show you how I add myself into some of my thumbnails. So, oops, no. Insert a photo. Let's use this one. Okay, so it's on that side. Let's bring the text above it and we'll just move it. Oops, no, it has to be highlighted for the text. Click on the text, move it over here. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this image, make sure that's highlighted. I'm going to take my white, do the same kind of thing, drop in the white to make it nice and bright. I'm going to erase, again, my desk, my grayish, dirty desk. As I get closer to that line, I'm just going to use a lighter pressure so you still kind of see it. Okay, and then sometimes I'll add myself into there. So I'm going to go to the wrench, insert a photo. So here I have this photo of me. I'm going to insert that like this. Let's get rid of the text just for a second. Okay, whoop, like that. And then I will erase around me so it looks like I'm painting the hibiscus. So I'm going to click on the eraser. I'm going to go to calligraphy and script right here just to get a sharper line for the eraser. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Just do a really quick erase around like that, and then we'll move in closer and do a bit more detailed eraserness. I'm so good at words. Okay, now I'm going to make it smaller. Oops, not that small. Like that, and I'm going to move in closer, and I'm just going to go around my body. Oops. Okay, so there we go. I've erased it. I know it looks really bright in my room, and it looks really bright on screen. Let me see if I can turn down my lights to make it a little bit better. Okay, so here it is. So here's me pretending to paint the hibiscus. So I'm just going to move me a little bit. I'm going to make me a bit smaller so we can add the title. Maybe not too small. Like that. And then sometimes when you resize an image, it will get a little bit blurry. So you can always go to this little wand tool and then go to sharpen and then just sharpen that image just a little bit more if it's gotten too blurry. Just sometimes I find when I resize it, that happens. Let's do, I wonder if we should move everything over this way. I think we should. Let's do that. Just to like this, like that. Take the hibiscus, make sure it's highlighted, bring it over like that. We're going to erase this white part. I'm going to use the airbrushing eraser for this part so it just kind of blends a bit better. And then we can actually, you know what, let's make that a little bit smaller. Oops. And then I'm just going to use the blending eraser back there just so it's a bit better. And then we can use that, what's it called? You know,
title. There we go. Move. Oh, I gotta make sure it's selected. But there we go. Can move it like this. We might have to resize it, or I can go like this. Let's move the hibiscus back over. It's a lot of just kind of trial and error and what fits, what doesn't. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Like that. How to paint a watercolor hibiscus flower. And we can always, you know, change it up. Whatever works. Just move it around, see what looks good, see what doesn't look good. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that is how I create my thumbnails. And then I will just export it, airdrop it over to my computer, and then that will be my thumbnail. For this, however, though, I think I'm just going to stick with this one. Make this a bit bigger. And there we go. Just a bit more simple. But that's about it.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for even more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.